World.
Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom. It's another
I.
reviews. All right. We just got back from the theater.
Yes.
IMAX for him.
IMAX.
Dolby Cinema for me. I went with slightly better sound.
Bigger picture.
I went with bigger picture.
Dinosaur size, Joe.
Did you feel like a dinosaur was going to eat you during the...
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
No.
So, I don't know about you, but I am kind of a fan of the Jurassic films in general. I liked dinosaurs as a kid,
Yes.
as many of us probably did growing up. I thought the first Jurassic Park was amazing, revolutionary, and then Hollywood got a hold of it and does what Hollywood does. I thought Jurassic World was a good re-entry back into the things of Jurassic Park. It was better than whatever that third film was or whatever it was.
The third Jurassic Park?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
It
Jurassic
was
Park
much
3.
better than that. It was okay. It was Jurassic World was much better than that, I thought. Now this one had potential.
Yeah.
However, you kind of got the hint that the trailers were exactly what the film was.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, the trailers are portraying exactly what you get. Oh, nothing bad could happen from that, right? An island with a volcano that's good. Nothing bad. Yes, it's very cliche. Why go to an island where dinosaurs are gonna become extinct again, right? Very cliche, and for me, that kind of sums up the film. It is a little cliche overall. You're definitely not gonna see anything in this movie you haven't seen before. There are a lot of callbacks to the first one.
Yes.
In my opinion. So if you've ever seen the first one, you will definitely have a smidge of nostalgia, dare I say.
I mean, a little here and there. That's what I throw.
And not in a good way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that looks so familiar, right? So, go ahead.
So like I said, he was a fan. I was a fan big time for the first one because I was totally into dinosaurs. I actually read the second book for Lost World, and then I saw the movie and was like, did y'all even read the book? Why is there a dinosaur in San Diego? I didn't find a dinosaur in San Diego in here. The book was really good, and then the movie was horrible in my opinion for the second one. That's why I like the third one better, just because I think I didn't read the book for the third one. But then, Jurassic World, like, okay, you starting to do a little thing here. It might be a nice, different little trilogy to spin off on. And then, I mean, first one, I was like, okay. This one, it's like, I don't know what you guys are doing with this. Like, it's a weird area to go into.
Yeah.
And to even, like, run a sequel, if they try to do a sequel off of this one, it's going to be really weird. And just out of the whole Jurassic Park element, I guess, of things. But I guess it's like the natural cause of what would happen, I guess, if dinosaurs happen. This would naturally would happen in the real world if dinosaurs exist. They would go this course. So
yeah.
I'm guessing they're going, okay, well, what would happen if they really did exist? Okay, we'd have a park. And then, people would probably die at the park. And then we'd be like, oh, we messed up. So we're going to make a second park. Because the first one ended horribly bad, but this one won't. And it did. But we can fix it, sort of, kind of. Maybe.
So from the tone of this video so far, you can probably tell that neither one of us were that impressed by this second outing of Jurassic World. So to quickly summarize, I'll go ahead and go first. I'm going to give it a 2.5 stars. Maybe 3 just because I like dinosaurs. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a 3. I still love dinosaurs. And, I mean, they did put enough dinosaur action in this movie that suffices, okay, you at least kept dinosaur action. And you kept a lot of it in the movie. So I'm like, all right, for that alone is fine. The story is up and down here and there, but the overall dinosaur action, a lot of the CGI I liked on the dinosaurs. Not all of them, but most of them.
Definitely would say that that's a big improvement, which was kind of strange because I felt like in this film, specifically this film, they had really good design on the dinosaurs for the CGI, and then when they tried to show like the tongues or things like that, or like the goo coming from the dinosaurs, it kind of fell off, which is strange to me. I guess they didn't have an animator that knew how to do
like the liquid texture.
Yeah, the liquid textures
like,
did not
they
seem
didn't do
correct.
well.
Yeah.
Everything else, like with the skin, it looks amazing. And
really good. Yeah, the claws, everything.
Yeah,
really, really good. Just the more intricate details, I guess. Apparently, liquids were a difficult thing for this CGI team. Not sure why. Especially with the type of connections that Spielberg has, you would think that he'd be like, "Hey, Disney, loan me some
well, I mean,
LucasArts."
He doesn't have his boy
CGI.
let him in no more.
Right?
So his boy would be like, "Hey, hey, go do that for him real quick."
Right. So
he doesn't have that. He can't just call up Lucas and be like, "Hey, I need special effects."
If you haven't seen Incredibles 2, I would actually suggest to go check that out over Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
I'm halfway on that.
I think you would probably get a little bit more entertainment from Incredibles 2. In my opinion, I don't know if you have to see Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom in the theater. If you're really, really big on dinosaurs, I would say definitely check it out. I'm not saying it's terrible, but at the same time, it seems like we're in a rut right now where movies are just okay.
They're not right now. It's a summer movie. They threw out a lot of summer movies where they probably could have waited on some of them.
Yes.
And they could have just made them a little better. And then they have a deadline, so they put out what they put out. So hopefully they improve. And then too, I mean, Marvel just killed it with theirs. So everyone's playing catch up.
They messed up my expectations.
It's like
Plain and simple.
Marvel came out with 2 really good ones this year, and everyone else is kind of like, so we gotta follow that, and you got 3 more next year.
Yeah. So we'll get into spoilers here. So end result, basically,
spoilers.
Overall 3, which is it was a good movie, not great. So maybe see it if you like dinosaurs, maybe don't. I don't think you're missing anything if you stay home this weekend and don't watch this specific film. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, it's still entertaining, somewhat action movie. It did get slow little parts, but other than that, I mean, it's if you're going to see Jurassic Park, you know what you're going for, and it gives you what you want to see: dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean the entire plot is almost the entire plot. I would say like 75% of the plot is told through the trailers.
Yes.
Easily, hands down.
Which I said they should have kept the trailers vague. That first one, they didn't
really
give a plot.
Perfect.
They kept it vague and didn't really give a plot. They should have stayed with that. When they started explaining the story, it's like you gave too much away.
Yes, they did. Yeah. So if you don't mind going to go watch, again, like I said, if you don't mind going to watch something where the trailer is literally 75% of the plot, hey, right up your alley then.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to get surprised more, not going to be that film for you this weekend.
No.
Spoiler time! Alright, so it follows the same formula of Jurassic World, except for they try to do the same thing. Let's go big.
I think they succeeded a little more than Jurassic World because I guess they started off. It's the same plot. It's the same plot. Yeah, it's the same plot.
Very
sort
similar
of.
plot.
Yeah,
sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what it reminded me of? The second one, kind of, in the sense that let's go back and let's take something, and then no, we brought it back here, right? So they kind of mixed in.
Yeah, it's basically the same plot as the second one, but I'm sitting there going, well,
and they what they did is they upped the stakes, right?
Yeah, so they did a better job on the island than they did in the second one. But I was like, well, the second one didn't even follow the book, so why are you following the second movie's plot?
Yes.
And I'm like, what is you? I mean, the plot of this one is kind of what the plot of the second original one kind of could have been.
Yeah.
If you're taking dinosaurs and moving them.
Mixed with the genetic engineering elements of Jurassic World.
Yes.
And Dr. Wu is back in this again.
Yeah.
Isn't he he's from the original one?
Yeah.
Right? So he's the original Doctor. Who they use in this one as well, and The only thing I thought was interesting was, we're in spoilers, so obviously I'll say it. The girl is a clone. And to me, did it seem like they were hinting maybe that she could be part dinosaur?
No.
Did you see how they kept panning back and like showing her eyes?
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
But
and every time they did it earlier in the film, that was always for like the T-Rex or the Raptor.
Yeah, but they were just saying that they were just talking about just like the genetic makeup of just basically cloning her. And midway through the movie, I was like, dude, is she a clone? Because I thought about it because I was like, the girl's mom died, but then like she's there. I'm like, they cloned the daughter? I think they cloned the daughter.
See, I was wondering if she was a...
At first I was thinking like maybe the mom was someone from the first movie, and that's why they were just showing it.
That's what I thought.
But then I was like, wait a minute. The only girl in the first movie was with Grant. So, and she wasn't, his daughter. It wasn't, she was separate. So I was like, it couldn't have been like the little girl in there. No. So I was like, she had to be a clone.
Potentially, but he was related. She was related to the other guy, Hammond.
Yeah, she was related to Hammond. So it wasn't related to him. So I was like, yeah. I mean, the logical thing was like, is she a clone of a mom?
Now see, so this is the only reason why I think that maybe she could have had dino DNA. Okay, so that's where they got the gene splicing technology from. The whole thing was around it was for dinosaurs specifically. Now it's not saying that they couldn't just space it out and only use human DNA for it.
Yeah.
It's possible though that they did.
But they're not gonna do. I don't think they're gonna use the fact that she's like part dinosaur.
I'm just trying to figure out how they're going to incorporate it going forward. Because supposedly from what I heard, it's supposed to be another trilogy. So they're supposedly working on it.
Now it's like, it's going to be the whole thing with like, you have a raptors running around the world and you have...
Almost like they're trying to build something from like a... Oh my gosh, War of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, right? Something like that. Like the dinosaurs are running around. You got T-Rex just running around the world right now. I mean, which you've already seen because they did it in the second movie. That a T-Rex is running through San Diego.
11 species?
Yeah.
So I don't see how... That's not enough to change the entire world.
Well, I think the original park had like something like that.
I know pterodactyls is not the correct word. It's something with a P. I forget what they're called.
Yeah.
But 3 of those type of flying dinosaurs.
You have a brontosaurus.
And then that huge one in the ocean.
But see, that one, they didn't have a clone. That one just got out. Yes. Remember, so it's like that's like the megalodon.
None of them are cloned, right? None of them are cloned. The ones that they have on there just got out.
Well,
right?
They caught one, but then remember that they showed in the briefcase where they actually had the DNA to make more.
Yeah. And
so once someone has
getting shipped off.
Yeah, so they have a DNA sequence to make more.
It's supposed to be 11 species total. Remember?
Yeah, they got off.
Well, 11 plus maybe or something.
But I don't know how many they actually had like in that.
Yeah, how many they actually have in there.
That they've like collected and used, and they're gonna go spread across the world as like. Bioweapons. Which I'm like, a brontosaurus isn't really going to be. I mean, I guess you destroy stuff and just.
You know what we're going to see? Dinosaurs.
Dinobots.
Right? So, I mean, who knows where they're going to go? I personally think
it's going to be like kind of just tracking down like dinosaurs and what's weird thing too is like they showed the whole.
Get Michael Bay to direct the next one.
The whole thing was like the whole connection between him and Blue.
We're gonna use ballistic heat rounds to kill them.
The whole connection in the movie is between him and Blue, and like the movie ends with Blue by himself and he's going someplace else. And I'm like, wouldn't it? If you're doing more, wouldn't Blue should be helping you get the other ones? Instead of just like, well, that's how the third movie's gonna start with him basically having to go find Blue before he basically gets
something like that, right?
Yeah.
Tracking
and like,
down. Maybe.
And my thing is, they're just like calmly driving away. I'm like, no one's calling saying, hey, there's a dinosaur in your backyard, like a T-Rex.
Potentially, right?
There's a T-Rex in your backyard.
Call animal control.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. Most of them are gonna be like in Cali. Hey, don't go to the forest this weekend.
Same thing from the second one, right? Wasn't it that one where they're like looking in the backyard and like the T-Rex like licking water from the pool?
The girl, yeah.
Stupid.
And it's like that, and like, that's pretty much where they're at right now.
Yeah.
This is where you took it from Lost World, which they never left the island in the book, But then in this one, you made them leave the island, and then you're going to basically do it again. And I'm like, well, what? Why? Why make them leave the island? And then I ran out of dilemma. Well, should we let them die because they're animals and we love them
and I was displeased. You maybe have been too. Jeff Goldblum was used as a teaser. He's only in the very beginning talking, and at the very end, it's literally the same speech. They just cut it in two.
It was the same.
I mean, the amount that he talks in the trailer, you maybe get another minute of that in the actual film.
You get in the trailer is the last speech. And then
a mixture of it, right?
So I think it's mainly the last speech.
Well, you get a couple seconds of the first speech, and then the majority of it's the
last speech, and then but the first speech is just like, okay, but why is your speech even matter?
Actually, I take that back. Some of the stuff that he says in the trailer, he doesn't say in the movie like that. Life finds a way. He doesn't even say that in the movie.
Yeah, if I cut it out. But there's no point to even being in the movie.
I would have really liked to see him interact with Chris Pratt's character. I think he could have brought some lighthearted, much-needed humor to the film of saying like, oh, so you're...
I mean, he's encountered dinosaurs twice, so they took him back in the second one. He's been there. So my thing is, why are you not calling people that actually handle these situations? But
would have been cool. Or even like a cameo from Grant.
Yeah.
That would have been cool too. Something. Or heck, even had the kids that escaped make it back and be like, oh, we've been tracking Lockheed's progress or something like that. I don't know. Something would have been cool.
There's no point to his character in the movie. He's talking to a Congress when it's a world issue.
Yep.
Because, I mean, I guess technically it's the U.S. because it's in Hawaii-ish, right? No, it's not even Hawaii.
No, that's not the Costa Rica.
That's Costa Rica. So there's no reason for him
International waters, yo.
Yeah, it's like there's no reason for him to even talk to the U.S. government because it's not even... They don't even control the island.
I mean, well, it's the U.S.'s policy to get involved in other people's business potentially
should
anyway.
We go save these dinosaurs? I'm like, but
no
one else in the world is trying?
Nope.
So, okay, let them go.
Which is why we reviewed it, how we reviewed it. When you really break it down, especially here in the spoiler area, it in my opinion, like I said, it's barely a 2.5. I'll give it a 3 just because it's dinosaurs. If it was like something about something else, oh my gosh. It could basically be like an anaconda ripoff. Or like, we gotta capture anacondas and bring them back to America to
sell and
invest the DNA. If it was something like that, oh my gosh, I would be like, this is a 1. But this is dinosaurs, and it was
Jurassic Park, and then they have to make the T-Rex look amazing. And I'm like,
and battle scars too.
Yeah, it's just like the T-Rex comes in so much now. It's like it's always like these weird cameos to like now save the day.
And the creature they created too, like I did not like. I know it's supposed to be like a big cinematic moment where the creature's on top of the house and there's the moon in the background. I was like, oh brother, really? We're gonna see. You know what would have been funny? E.T. E.T. on the bike coming in the background.
Ouch.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny.
But I mean, they tried the new Raptor thing doesn't really doesn't feel scary. Like it doesn't feel like they tried to put fear with that new Raptor, but it was just like it. I think it was better in the first one when it was a pack.
Yeah.
Because you see one, but there might be like a couple more around that you don't see.
Yeah, or even that first creation where the thing could freaking change like a chameleon.
Yes.
Now, I'm sorry, but a dinosaur that I cannot distinguish from my surroundings, as opposed to one charging at me, is much more frightening.
Yes.
Right? If I'm like, oh, I wonder where it's at.
Wasn't it supposed to be like a mixture of that one?
It was supposed to have some of that DNA, raptor DNA, T-Rex DNA. It's basically supposed to have all the carnivore DNA,
it didn't
with
really,
none of the downsides.
And it didn't really do anything besides raptor and just be sort of smart. Like, it gave one demonstration of it being smart, and then that was it.
Well, and then there's a scene where they're able to hide from it just by sneaking around the corner.
Yeah,
but it has this amazing sense of smell.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pinpoint smell or whatever it is, and it's like, oh, I know it's around here, but I can't tell where they're at. They're right here, but And then we can get away from it by turning the lights off. It just literally told
Oh
you
my goodness.
that it had smell. It can detect
That made me
exactly
so mad.
where it's at. But if I shut the lights off, it has no clue where we're at.
Yeah, I was like, that plot point made no sense. I'm gonna turn the lights off, or we're gonna sneak past it in the dark.
Yeah. And then where'd she get the gun from?
One of the random people that got killed.
But no, it was like only one of them that had it, because the first gun he had didn't have it.
No. The first gun that he tried to get to had like 5 or 6 bullets or something stupid.
No, but like the gun she had is the target one. Because remember, it has that thing where it targets.
She probably went back to the main area where the dude was that got killed. Because remember, she like kind of takes off, like she's just like there.
And which is so weird that none of the other people decided to do that with that one.
And she does have a really badly damaged leg. So I'm trying to figure out how she made it over there and back to where they're at so quick.
Well, it was a while.
Damaged leg.
It was a while because remember, like she's like leave and then she left, but then he went up. They ran away from it for a while. They fought. Then it fought Blue in the thing, and then it fell out, and then she finally came out.
I give her like 10 minutes.
Max. I mean, it was a mild scratch on her leg.
Small?
It was the one claw went in like this.
Don't forget that those claws are supposed to be like 6 inches.
Okay.
So if the claw goes in halfway, and that's 3 inches deep.
She's fine.
Into her leg.
She's fine.
Apparently she was.
I'm like, she's fine. Because she didn't limp at all. It didn't even, she was fine.
Well, that's all I have for spoilers. Any more spoilers you want to talk about?
Dang T-Rex show. There really isn't much more. I mean, they're going to try and like make... And still, the T-Rex is a good dinosaur now.
Kind of, yeah.
Like, it doesn't really kill any good people. It hasn't since like the first movie. Like, it's now a good dinosaur, but it's feared the whole movie.
Yeah. So, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to leave the messages down low in the comment section if you want anything specifically reviewed by us.
Wakanda forever.
Look for either this weekend or actually next weekend, because we're going to give you guys a whole week to review Luke Cage Season 2, yo!
They come out tonight, though, isn't it?
Yes, that's why I said that. We're going to be nice and give you guys a week to watch it. We will finish it this weekend.
I will probably finish it tomorrow.
Oh, I work, so.
Well, I mean, throughout the day, I will probably finish it.
So, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys on the next one. And much love and appreciation out to all the international people watching the video. Thank you very much. Peace.
Peace.